Hello everyone and welcome on this new midweek analysis video from Xtreme Trader. This is Salah speaking. So before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and kindly share the video. Also, my friends, it's really important to remind you that you really should join our free group of Telegram to receive any updates about these signals which you are about to receive right here in this video. For example, last week, I sent a signal to buy the gold exactly from this level, and as you can see, it was a very perfect signal, and the gold has reversed exactly from my given price for the buy and went in total of 372 pips. However, I actually have lost hope in this signal at some time, and as you can see right here, I told everyone on my group that this signal of the gold is running so far in 140 pips of profit. If you're still in this trade, please close it now. Well, I'm totally aware that the signal indeed went in profit more than that, but just to show you that here we're actually being careful with our signals and we're actually taking care of your funds. Therefore, these advices, in my opinion, can actually secure your profits. So therefore, make sure to join our free group of Telegram and also be sure that you are joining the original group of Telegram. Again, thankfully for our very good reputation in the market with the signals, there is actually a lot of scammers pretending to be Extreme Trader using our name and logo and picture. Please be aware about them and avoid them to the maximum, and just be sure to join our group from the link in the description below of this video. This is the true and original link of Extreme Trader channel on Telegram. And of course, my friends, this group is free to join. You don't have to join to pay anything at all. Anyway, let's now join. Let's start now the weekly analysis. And as usual, we'll start with the EURUSD. And again, before we start, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and please share the video. Now, what's next with the EURUSD? Now, from the first point of view right here, we don't even need to move to the weekly chart, because right here, based on the daily chart, we can see clearly right here that the market right now is actually on a downtrend. And as we can see, the EURUSD has indeed made here a strong support zone, which instantly has been broken out from a few weeks ago. However, right now, the last week, EURUSD has indeed retested the same level of a broken support. And as you can see right here, also the resistance has indeed been respected. A very basic and typical setup for the sell based on the broken level of a support. So a resistance has indeed been respected, and respecting, of course, retesting a broken level of a support. So therefore, what we can see right now is an actual structure has been broken out from. And right now we can see right here that the EURUSD has actually formed a triangle, which indeed has been broken out from. And that tells us, let me just squeeze the chart a little bit more, just like that. So now that the bearish breakout from that triangle and the actual retest happened right here, that all tells us that the EURUSD is going to continue the fall. So let's now see where exactly we can sell the EURUSD. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. So right here, based on the 4-hour time frame, what we want to do is we want to separate the fake breakouts from the real levels of a resistance. So as you can see right here, let's take a look at the current structure. So right there, exactly right here, at the peak of the resistance at 1.071. Let's take a look together to see right here that this was, of course, a real level of a resistance, and right there we had, of course, the fake breakout from that level. Why we are seeing a fake breakout? Because we simply cannot see any attempt of a support happened right here after this strong bullish candle happened. So therefore, there we actually had a strong bullish engulfing candle, and we thought that the EURUSD will create here a support and then continue the rise, but instead of that, a fake breakout happened and a strong bearish movement occurred. So let's just scroll to the left side to confirm if there was any strong level of a resistance happened on the same area. And sure enough, check this out. Right here we have, of course, the nearest level of a strong key resistance level. So that means that we can sell the EURUSD exactly at the level of 1.071. And if you want more confirmation on that, what we can do right here is simply draw a resistance trend line from the absolutely highest level of a resistance, from the higher high all the way right here to that level of a resistance trend line. So right here, we can see that we had a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, number 3, because this was right here a fake breakout, and again a fake breakout, and again a resistance trend line, and lately right here is a resistance trend line. Let me just zoom in to show it to you. lately a resistance trend line, then a fake breakout, and now if the market will continue the rise, it has actually have a higher probability of reaching the same level of a resistance plus the resistance trend line. So all of that together tells us that this is actually going to be a good level to sell the euro USD. So therefore, selling this pair exactly at this level. However, for the take profit level, now let's take a look at this level of a support trend line. Check this out. So now the euro USD is actually trapped inside of this triangle. So meaning, if the market will continue the fall right here, meaning it will make a bearish breakout from that support trend line, which means it's going to be strong bearish fall, and therefore the bottom of the support can actually be our take profit level. So therefore, setting our take profit level to be right here exactly, just right there to be more safe, at 1.062, which means we can actually look for around 90 pips profit from the signal, and the safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much higher than the peak of the resistance right here at 1.076, ranging for about 48 pips against 90 pips of profit. Moving now to the pound USD. Alright, so let's now zoom out here and see the pound USD. Now what we can see right here, guys, is actually similar to the euro USD. We can see a clear broken out level of a support level right here. So therefore we had here a structure. If you want to see it, let me just delete this one. That's more like it right now. So there we are actually having a structure which indeed has been broken out from. And right here we can see also the retest happened on the same level of a previous support. Very basic setup again, and as you can see right here also we had a real level of a resistance right here exactly. So that level of a resistance has indeed been respected again. So that tells us again that the pound USD most likely is going to continue the fall. Now, how far is the pound USD going to continue the fall to? Well, let me just tell you something. If we study the structure right there exactly, we have right here, of course, a real level of a support which actually has been respected, and now here a fake breakout happened, and that means that most likely what will gonna happen next is that the pound USD will continue the fall till it reach the same level of a real support, and after that there is a high possibility that the market will make a strong bullish reversal. Therefore, that has got to be our take profit level. So let's mark it right here that our take profit level, just to be safe, I have increased it a few pips to be at 1.241. Now, the question is the sell order. Moving now to the 4-hour time frame. Now, to find the best level for this sell, we will just use the same principles that we have used with the euro USD, and that means that we have to look for the real level of a resistance, which is right here, and that fake breakout right here, and then wait for the pound USD to reach that level of a real resistance. Now, if the market will make a reversal right here, that's going to be good, because we will end up with a head and shoulders pattern, which indicates indeed that the pound USD will continue the fall. Therefore, let's wait for the pound USD to rise to another 30 pips before we can start shorting it, targeting, of course, the nearest level of a real support at 105 pips, and the safe zone shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a key resistance at 1.256, ranging for around 44 pips. Moving now to the AUDUSD. Now for the AUDUSD, my friends, if we go also to the daily chart, now what we can see right here, based on the daily chart, is indeed a very clear broken level of a support trend line. So again, let me just make it more accurate. It's not accurate like that. Yes, that's more accurate. That's more like it. All right. So there we have a broken level of a support trend line, as you can see, and this was, of course, the bearish breakout happened. And right now the AUDUSD seems like it's actually at the exact retest of the level of a broken support trend line. Now, remarkably, the pair is also facing right here. Let me just make the chart expanded. Right here also facing a real level of a resistance. So therefore, exactly right there, that was right here, my friends, a real level of a resistance number 1, and right there the market has already created here a resistance number 2. Now, if you want to make sure that this is really more accurate, what we need to do is simply draw here a resistance trend line from this higher high to this lower high, just like that. Now what you will do next is simply drag the very same line that you have just drawn here and just place it at the next level of a key resistance trend line. Let's do it. Just like that. Fantastic. That means that we had right here, of course, a real level of a resistance trend line number 1, number 2, 3, 4, a fake breakout, and now the market has reversed exactly on the same level of a real resistance trend line. So all of that tells us that the AUDUSD most likely is going to be good for the short very soon. And of course, we will be targeting the nearest level of a key support to our entry, which will be right here, of course. This was the nearest level of a key support to our entry because we are selling right here on the resistance. So let's now move to the 4-hour time frame to find our decent entry. Now again, what we have right here also, guys, is a real level of a resistance exactly right there at 0.654. That means that we have right here the real level of a resistance, and right there another real level of a resistance. So therefore, waiting for the AUDUSD to rise to another 14 pips, I would say, is going to be ideal for us to sell the pair. And we can actually target the that's going to be only 45 pips. I mean, based on the 4-hour time frame now, I think we can expand it, because on the daily chart it wasn't really clear. So right here, based on the 4-hour time frame, I think it's more clear right now. Yeah, I think I made a mistake. Actually, the take profit level has got to be placed right here. This is, of course, the nearest level of a key support. Therefore, we will be targeting, yeah, that's more like it, about 70 pips profit from this signal, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging higher than the previous level of a resistance right here also at 0.658, ranging for about 36 pips, I would say, 35 pips against let's say about 70 pips of profit. Let me just expand it a little bit more. So therefore, we will end up with around 70 pips of profit. And now, let's move to the USDCAD. Alright, so now based on the daily chart, the USDCAD indeed, my friends, right now is actually retesting right here a broken level of a resistance, which is also the nearest one, or the nearest resistance to that bullish breakout candle. Now, remarkably also, there we do have right here, of course, a previous level of a support. That means also that this level of a support is now being respected again, and that level of a resistance being retested. And now let's combine that with the price action. So let me just tell you something. Do you see this candle right here? This price action, my friends, the inverted hammer, is actually usually a very good indicator that the market is getting ready for the bullish reversal right now. This is actually one of the most trusted price actions that I'm using personally in my daily trades. So therefore, if you see this candle appeared on the daily or 4-hour time frame, even weekly chart, or even 1-hour time frame, all of them actually, since you are talking about the bigger time frame, they actually getting, it means actually that the market is getting ready for the bullish reversal. If spotted also on a support level, do not just look for this candle at the top of the resistance and assume that the market will continue the rise. It doesn't work this way. This means that the market right now is getting ready for the bullish reversal. If I can see any example right here, if I need, let me just try to find actually in the past a strong example. There we do have right here one of them. We can see two candles, actually inverted hammers, has appeared, and right after the appearance, the market just kept rising. We can see it. Actually, here it didn't work, to be honest, to be fair. Here it didn't work, and the market just kept falling. So it's sometimes might happen. We just say indicator. It's not like insurance that the market will continue the reversal. Right here also, we can see the same candle appeared, inverted hammer, and it has been followed later with multiple bullish candles. Now, so long story short, we will look for buying the USDCAD right here, my friends, since we actually have a lot of confirmations that the market is getting ready for the rise. The final confirmation will be right here, of course, that channel that we are having right here. As we can see right here, there we had, of course, a broken triangle. And check this out, the market indeed has respected or actually retested the broken level of a resistance trend line and created here a support trend line. So all of that tells us that we can most likely buy the USDCAD. So let's now move to the smaller time frame. Now, based on the smaller time frame, I'm going to draw here a support trend line from the lower low right here all the way right here to that level of a real support trend line. So what we have ended up with is a real level of support trend line, another real level, another real. So we are having 3 attempts of a real support trend line, a fake breakout with zero resistance trend line, and again the same level of support trend line has indeed been respected for not for once but for twice. So therefore, selling right here, buying right here is going to be ideal. Now look at that. There exactly, we have the lowest level of the support. This is right here, of course, the bottom of the real support. And there, of course, we are having here the real level of a support. Again, two attempts of a real support and then a fake breakout. Now, this tail has actually ruined our setup because that was supposedly to be the level where we will be buying the USDCAD. So anyway, it happened already. So therefore, we are just hoping for the best and hoping for the USDCAD to make one more retest where we can place our buy order right here exactly at 1.365, and hopefully the market will continue the rise based on that level. And of course, if we do that, our take profit level has got to be right here, of course, at the highest level of a real resistance at 1.378, which means we will actually be looking for around 130 pips. Actually, that's quite a lot. I need to make my signals realistic and achievable. Therefore, I believe 100 pips only is more realistic, and the safe zone has got to be placed right here at the top actually of the previous resistance right here, also at 1.361, ranging for around 38 pips only. Let me know, please write the signal for you. Now we have done with the USDCAD. Now regarding the pound JPY, as you can see, my friends, right now the pound JPY is rising a lot, as you can see right here. Last Friday, the pound JPY moved for around almost 400 pips. That's insane. That's insane. So far, my friends, we have absolutely no clear readings on the JPY. So therefore, we will have to skip this part right now because actually I cannot give any signal at all. Here in Xtreme Trader, actually I can give a signal, but still we are having good results usually with the pound JPY. So therefore I want to keep the history, and I really don't want to send you a random signal that might work or not. So therefore, and for your safety and for the safety of your funds, I decided that I will not send any signal for the pound JPY. Let's now move to the USDCHF. Alright, so now for the USDCHF is a different story, because right now we can see a very strong bullish movement happening here on the USDCHF. Last week I refused to give any analysis on it because it was actually on the peak of the resistance, and it is still there, but right now we are having such a confirmation, right? Actually, sorry, a lot of confirmations tells us that the USDCHF is going to continue the rise, and that pin bar right here is actually one of them. Now, if we study the structure, so what we are looking for is actually a broken level of a resistance with multiple attempts of the real support, and right here, this pin bar right here shows us that the sellers had actually has actually pushed the market to fall for around 116 pips and then pulled it back up, and now it's above the level by 16 pips. So therefore, the price action here tells us that the market right now is facing a lot of a strong bullish movement. And by moving to the weekly chart, we can see right here, of course, a strong bullish engulfing candle. And right here, if we check the support trend line, check this out. Sorry, the resistance trend line, we can notice that right here we have actually the bullish breakout from that support trend line, from the resistance trend line, and the market right now is most likely going to continue the rise, at least to reach the peak of the resistance right here exactly at 0.922. Well, I'm saying that because right here the resistance trend line has indeed been broken out from with that bullish breakout candle, and this tail right here, this pin bar, represents of course the retest of that level, so meaning that is actually a support trend line, and the current, or actually the last bullish candle is actually the continuation of the rise. So therefore USDCHF is to be bought in the upcoming days. So moving now to the 4-hour time frame. So right here, based on the 4-hour time frame, we have to separate, of course, the support trend lines. Of course, we have to separate them, separate the fake breakouts from the real ones. So right here, of course, we are having a real level of a support trend line, number 1, number 2. That tail for me is a real attempt of a support trend line, and again another attempt of support trend line. So therefore, the USDCHF seems to be actually respecting that trend line. So therefore, if we are having here any pressure from the resistance, the market will most likely make a pullback right here for one more time, and then it's going to reverse at a certain point right here, and then we can start buying the pair. Now, where exactly the USDCHF have a high probability to reverse? Well, the answer lies, of course, on that level of a support right here. Let me just move to the 1-hour time frame to show it to you. Right here exactly, precisely to be exactly right there, at that level of a real support right here at 0.912. If the USDCHF will make any bearish fall, is going to make a pullback, most likely it will be respecting that level of a real support level, and most likely it's going to also be respecting the same level of a support line. All of them have a great harmony together, and most likely the USDCHF will continue the rise based on that level. So therefore, buying the USDCHF exactly from there. Now, of course, the take profit level is going to be way too high or not. I am on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so actually we will be aiming at least 103 pips of profit, and a safe zone that shouldn't be ranging much lower than the bottom of the support right here at 0.909, which means the safe zone will be ranging for around, we can actually even expand it to be a little more, for around 40 pips against 103 pips of profit. Let me know, please write the signal for you. And there you have it. That's your signals, my friends, on the USD pairs for the upcoming week. Again, stay tuned for the channel, because I will send tonight or tomorrow morning the deeper analysis on the gold. And again, my friends, I'm so happy and proud of my signal that it has indeed worked. So far, thankfully, I have a very, very good history on sending signals on the gold. The gold is really one of the best pairs that really respects our analysis, and I'm so happy and proud of that. Again, don't forget to join our free group of Telegram, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, and kindly share the video. So until then, my friends, I hope that was informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.